And good evening. We're both wearing our stickers. Plenty of other people wearing their stickers as the voting day is finally here. I'm Peter Bickford.
And I'm Jennifer Mullen. The polls are open for just a little while longer if you haven't gotten that sticker yet. And there's been a steady flow of voters all day throughout the four-state area.
WHAG's Sujatha Khandelwal was at the polls early this morning. Now she's over at the Board of Elections in Washington County. Sujatha, is it hectic over there?
Well, Peter, it is picking up, but I can tell you we were out with voters today, and they say jobs, healthcare in the Middle East is what's on their mind, and they're very excited to see which way the American people will go. For some voters, this election year has proven to be more challenging and disheartening than others.
It's always tough because there's so much negativity, and it's hard to sort out what's real and what's not real.
Too many millions of dollars have been wasted on television ads that could have been used for better purposes, and I think a lot of people made up their minds months ago.
Some voters say their worries lie in national issues and how the next 4 years will shape a wide range of policies.
Jobs, economic development, also keeping an eye on national security, the evolution of Iran and some of the Middle East conflicts.
For others, the issues that matter the most are those closest to home, like gaming expansion.
All the tours that go out of Washington County to gambling in other states, and I hope that it's changed so that we have gambling and the money stays in Maryland.
While voters may not take similar stances on issues, there was one thing they adamantly agreed on.
We all count. We all need to put our vote out there. Otherwise, we have no reason to complain.
Get out there and vote. It's so important, and it makes you feel more like you're a part of this country.
Well, Peter and Jennifer, that certainly is the message of the night. Get out and vote. In 2008, the presidential election here in Washington County saw 72% of people come out, and election officials say they would love to surpass that number tonight. Reporting live in Hagerstown, I'm Sujatha Khandelwal. Peter and Jennifer, back to you.
Thanks so much, Sujatha. If you haven't had the opportunity to get out and vote yet, polls are still open and will be open for a little less than 2 hours now. Well, now over to Frederick. Election officials there are expecting that after-work rush of voters.
And monitoring that for us is WHAG's Dawn White. Dawn, you've been there all day. How is it busy so far?
Well, Peter and Jennifer, I'm standing outside the William Talley Rec Center in Frederick, and the traffic here has definitely picked up. Thousands of voters have come through those doors behind me throughout the day, and the voters who showed up here say they have clear reasons for their decisions at the polls. A steady line of voters trickled in throughout the day at the William Talley Rec Center in Frederick. This was a new experience for many of them.
This was my first time voting, and I was really nervous before I came. And I wasn't sure about the questions, so I had to look some questions up and decide who I wanted to vote for.
In addition to long lines at the polls, there's also a long line of sign waivers behind me trying to get their message out to undecided voters. People had specific issues that were important to them in deciding the candidates to get their votes.
It starts with the economy, the state of the economy, our position in world affairs, and the conclusion of the wars.
I guess the issues that are most important to me are women's issues, some of the health issues regarding women, environmental issues, some of the issues relating to coal.
When looking at a candidate, I focused on abortion and education.
Frederick County's Board of Elections director has high hopes for turnout in the county.
Traditionally in Frederick County, we have somewhere around 80% or greater for a presidential election. I'm hoping that we'll be somewhere between 75 and 80%, judging from the turnout. Seems to be very heavy, so that may hold as it has for past presidential elections.
I just hope that the country can come together after this. I think this has been a very divisive campaign.
The county elections director also tells me he expects Frederick County to lean slightly Republican. With the early voting results getting tallied at 8 o'clock this evening, we'll have a better idea of how the county voted. Live in Frederick, I'm Dawn White. Peter and Jennifer, back to you.
Thanks, I heard some cheers there from some
happy
voters.
Yeah, certainly quite the turnout this race. Curious to see how it compares to the last presidential election where there was 66% voter turnout.
I have a feeling that we're going to break records here today.
I think so. Well, we're also keeping a close eye on Jefferson County, West Virginia. This for a few reasons. Their polls there opened at 6:30 this morning.
WHAG's Jennifer Lee was there earlier. She's back now and live in our newsroom. Jennifer, a few things impacting this particular county. Tell us a little bit about that.
Well, Peter and Jennifer, this race is already off to an unusual start because of Hurricane Sandy. The county clerk says some voters won't be able to make it to the polls. Many residents in the county were called away to help with relief efforts in New York and New Jersey. Now, those in the National Guard can obtain an absentee vote, but I was told earlier those working with FEMA don't qualify for one. And another major point to keep an eye out for, who will win the sheriff's seat? We've been reporting on the federal charges the current sheriff faces, and they say he used unnecessary force against a convicted bank robbery suspect. In this dash cam video we're showing you, there are about 14 other officers along with the incumbent Sheriff Bob Shirley. Oddly enough, Shirley was the only one charged. So we're definitely curious to see if voters will defend their current sheriff or vote for his opponent Earl Ballinger, who's also served in the department for more than 20 years.
We have the county commissioner race, and as far as delegates and the senator race, of course, those are being watched. But I think locally, the sheriff race, people are calling to see if we know numbers yet.
And early voting results show about 17% went over to cast their ballots, and the county clerk says that's the average turnout on Election Day. Back to you guys.
Thanks so much, Jennifer. And we're getting down to the wire as polls in Jefferson County will be closing at 7:30, so we're about an hour and a half off from that.
Over in Berkeley County, voters rushed to the polls to cast their vote today. The long lines stirred up plenty of chatter among the voters there. Many say it was a lot more crowded than they expected. Overall, it's been pretty packed at the polling places, and voters tell us they don't mind the wait today.
Let's talk about Virginia now, one of the key battleground states this election, and it's had a huge turnout since the polls opened at 6 this morning. Voting officials say there were voters already lining up when they got to the precincts, and there weren't many breaks throughout the day today. The Virginia ballot not only has the presidential race, but a gubernatorial, mayoral, and city council races in both Winchester and Frederick County. The state is also voting on 2 constitutional amendments. Well, for our latest web poll question, we asked who you're going to be voting for in this presidential race. Currently, the majority of our viewers are saying Mitt Romney. However, we still have time before we show you the final results tonight at 11, so just go to your4state.com to cast that ballot.
And remember, while you're there, you'll be able to see all the election results from every race in our area on our website. Also, if you've got a mobile phone, check out the Your 4State app for election results as well.
Well, still to come, it was a great day for voting, but it was not a good day to be on the highways. There were several accidents. We'll tell you where and how serious they were. Don't go anywhere.
How much better would you look with dramatically whiter teeth? A bright white smile can make you look younger, healthier, more confident, and more attractive. The problem is that most teeth whiteners available to the public in stores and online just don't provide dramatic whitening results. Dentists use professional gels that dramatically whiten teeth, but it can cost hundreds of dollars for professional gel. Until now, for a limited time, you can order White Brilliance Pro Gel with clinical strength whitening technology direct from National Dental Supply without visiting the dentist.
Call now or go online to get your free sample. This is a professional strength whitener with the same active ingredients sold by many dentists.
So, how effective is Pro Gel? In an independent study conducted by trusted Good Housekeeping magazine, the leading whitening strips and gels available in stores and online were tested against the original White Brilliance Professional Gel. And it was rated whitest and brightest and awarded best results overall. And this new Pro Gel is even more effective. With a 40% boost in power, Pro Gel is only for people who want dramatically whiter teeth. You wear your smile every day, and whitening your teeth can make you look younger, healthier, more confident, and more attractive.
Call now for your free sample of Pro Gel. That's right, it's free. You'll never be charged for it, and you don't have to return it. The only reason we can give free samples is because we know that once you see your dramatic whitening results, you'll want to order more. National Dental Supply will only be giving away free samples for a very limited time, so you must call right now.
If you want professional whitening gel, then order Pro Gel now, while it's still available to the public.
Call 1-800-549-5306. That's 1-800-549-5306. 549-5306. 549-5306.
In other news tonight, Pennsylvania State Police are investigating a fatal crash on Interstate 81 southbound. It happened in Cumberland County, north of Shippensburg. The shocking video shows the aftermath of 2-vehicle crash. Look at this tractor trailer engulfed in flames after the collision. The interstate was closed in both directions with cars being detoured for hours. All lanes are now reopened. At least one person was sadly killed. Well, 2 more accidents to report on Interstate 81 tonight. These a little more recent. They happened northbound and southbound near exit 6 in Washington County. Southbound lanes were shut down for over an hour after 3 tractor trailers crashed. One person was transported to a nearby hospital to be treated for non-life-threatening injuries. The cause of the accident is still under investigation. Also near exit 6 northbound, a car rear-ended a tractor trailer. Luckily, no one was injured in this one. Those lanes were temporarily shut down.
Meantime, on Interstate 70, there were 3 cars, including a dump truck and a tractor trailer, in a crash this morning. It happened eastbound on South Mountain in Washington County. One person was trapped and had to be flown to shock trauma. The other drivers are being treated for minor injuries. The interstate was completely closed for about a half an hour. All lanes have reopened. Police are asking anyone who witnessed the accident to contact them, especially because they believe a gray pickup truck that was involved left the scene without stopping.
After a man attacked an elderly woman in her home this morning, Cumberland police are now investigating a series of home invasions. It happened on Louisiana Avenue in Cumberland. This elderly victim says a man kicked down the back door of her house, and when she confronted him, he cut her with a knife. Police say he then stole medication. There were 2 other home invasions in that same area and same time frame. The suspect is described as a white male, about 6 feet tall. He was wearing a dark trench coat and a bandana over his face. There may be a reward offered for information leading to this arrest, so if you know anything at all, you're asked to call Cumberland Police.
Over to Garrett County, where a man is dead after being shot in West Virginia over the weekend. State police say Jerame Sines of Friendsville was killed while at a home in Preston County on Saturday. Justin Fontaine's been arrested and charged with first-degree murder. He's being held at a jail in West Virginia. Police have not released just what led up to the shooting. The investigation does continue.
Washington County will remain the only county in Maryland without a senior center. It was a quick 4-0 vote by county commissioners to reject having the senior center built at a Hagerstown Community College. Now, the site at HCC would have cost about $6 million. County officials are hoping to work with the city on renovating an existing building to bring down that cost. Some seniors are disappointed with the county's decision to not move forward with the center. Many say it's a step in the wrong direction.
At this point in time, to be able to allow the contractors to plan their work for next spring, they've decided to reject the bids and direct us to pursue other options.
And we'll certainly follow that as they pursue some other options. We're hearing about a few possibilities right now. While we certainly had a beautiful day today for voting, no excuse not to hit the polls. And lots of people are wondering, are we still going to get that snow we've been talking about? There have been some changes. Brian Toll's up next with that.
Wednesday morning on WHAG, the results are in and we've got coverage from all 4 states. Who's taking office in your area and reaction from both the winners and losers. Plus how the economy could be impacted by the presidential race. We'll break it all down for you. Plus, Alan will have details of more up on the way in your forecast on the 5s and a look at your local headlines. We'll see you for a special election edition of Your Morning News starting at 5:30.
If your washer is more than 10 years old, consider replacing it with a new Energy Star model. Energy Star washers use only 18 to 25 gallons of water for a full-sized load compared to 40 gallons for standard full-size washers. That's a savings of about $110 a year on your family's utility bill. This energy tip of the week is brought to you by Maryland's Be Smart Energy Efficiency Program. Learn how Be Smart loans and rebates can help you improve your home and save you money.
Visit the Medical Corner on your4state.com and get information from true medical professionals.
Why suffer from heel pain or tendonitis? I'm Dr. Dan Michaels with the Reconstructive Foot and Ankle Institute, and we offer comprehensive foot and ankle care from pediatrics to geriatrics, including laser treatment for nail fungus. Convenient Hagerstown and Frederick locations offer pain relief that works.
If it's below the knee.
Think of me.
Click on Medical Corner under Advice on your4state.com.
Congratulations to this month's Hagerstown Ford WHAG student athletes. Our female student athlete is Mackenzie Divelbus, a senior at Clear Spring High School. Divelbus plays soccer and softball for the Blazers and has a 4.14 GPA, along with being in many other extracurricular activities. Our male student athlete is Cedric Brown, a senior at Martinsburg High School. Brown is a standout athlete for the Bulldogs in multiple sports and has a 3.8 GPA. Brown is verbally committed to play football at Ohio University. If you know a deserving student athlete, please send in your nominations today.
There are many things that make us who we are.
It's not just what's on the outside.
It's what's inside that really counts.
So get to know the people around you.
You'll see all they have to offer.
The more you know.
West Virginia fans, get your Big 12 fix on your 4state.com. Don't miss game highlights, play recaps, and Big 12 game day action. Only on your 4state.com. It's time now for your 4-State weather with meteorologist Brian Toll.
Another nice day across the area today. No reason why you should not have went to the polls today. Mother Nature not presenting any problems. Still dry here tonight. Live outside of our Skycam network from our West Virginia University Hospital East Skycam in Martinsburg. A nice evening today, but then a few changes come as we get into tomorrow. More on that in a second. Temperatures right now, 30s and 40s across the region. Down to 35 right now in Oakland, 40 over in Cumberland. We're at 38 here in Hagerstown as well as in Martinsburg. 37 in Winchester, 43 right now in Leesburg, 37 as you work over into Frederick County. We're keeping some clouds into the forecast for tonight, so we're going to go partly cloudy. Going to be another cold night. Then we get to tomorrow afternoon. We've been talking about this nor'easter for quite a few days. Looks like we're not going to see the impacts we were first thinking about this. Maybe a few rain showers, a few snowflakes overnight Wednesday into Thursday, but then a big warm up is coming as we get late into the week and into the weekend. I hope you like 60-degree temperatures. They're back in the forecast, especially Monday and Tuesday. Dry from the northeast all the way back through the mid-Atlantic today. Save some clouds starting to come into portions of Virginia and the rain off the Outer Banks of North Carolina. That's the beginnings of our nor'easter here. An area of low pressure located over the Florida Peninsula tonight will work up the eastern seaboard. At the same time, it will strengthen, and that's going to bring rain, winds, and even some snow to portions of New Jersey and New York. Not what they need right now as the cleanup continues from Hurricane Sandy. Other than that, some rain with a disturbance working through Ohio, into Ohio from Illinois and Indiana tonight. So we're going to keep our eyes on what goes on with this nor'easter. Most of the I cannot talk tonight. Most of the models are coming into agreement on this as we get into the next 24 hours or so. Some cloud cover here on future weather tonight, increasing as we get past the 11 o'clock hour tonight and into Wednesday. We see the precipitation start to come in Wednesday afternoon here from the eastern seaboard. Best chances for this will be from Philadelphia down the Jersey coast, down through Delaware, into portions of the Chesapeake Bay. Here in our area, the best chances for precipitation will be in our eastern zones working east of the I-95 corridor. And here's where we got that chance for a few snowflakes or showers by 11 o'clock tomorrow night. Again, our eastern zones, the best chance for this. Most of us will stay dry. Then we get into Thursday. That should be clearing out as we get late into the morning. Other than that, a mixture of sunshine and clouds. Then we talk about the flip-flop weather. We're going to see above normal temperatures compared to the below normal we've seen recently here. Significant warm-up on the way as we get late into the weekend with the jet stream, a trough developing in the west, giving way to a ridge in the east. Warm temperatures. It's going to be a nice weekend as we look ahead to what's going to be coming on Saturday and Sunday. Tonight, though, we are going to be another cold night. 26 to 31 overnight tonight. Partly cloudy skies with the north wind at 3 to 6 miles an hour. More sunshine tomorrow, increasing clouds into the evening hours, mostly cloudy by then. I'm not going to rule out an evening shower or snowflake, primarily in our eastern zones. 43 to 48 tomorrow. Breezy with the north wind at 10 to 15 miles an hour. Here in Hagerstown tomorrow, 44 degrees is the magic number. 44 in Sharpsburg, 43 degrees as you work over into Hancock. Over in the Catoctons, 46 tomorrow in Frederick, 44 in Thurmont, 45 up in Gettysburg, Pennsylvania. Working into the eastern panhandle, 44 in Berkeley Springs as well as in Martinsburg, 45 down in Charlestown and Jefferson County, where Paul's dad should be down there tonight. 46 in Front Royal, 46 in Winchester, 45 in Berryville, 48 as we work over into Luray. Working into the Potomac Highlands, 46 in Kaiser, 49 in Moorfield and in Petersburg, 48 in Romney, right at the 40-degree mark in Mountain, Maryland tomorrow. Same for Oakland, Grantsville, 42 in Westernport, 43 as we work into Cumberland. Save the rain, snow chance in our eastern zones tomorrow, dry all the way through the weekend. 40s on Thursday and Friday, 50s on Saturday and Sunday, 60 on Monday. Then we've got a chance of rain and maybe even need to put a few thunderstorms in there on Tuesday with another pattern shift the models are locking onto as we get into the early portions of next week. Until then, enjoy the dry weather and enjoy the nice temperatures. We've deserved it after the past week and a half of rough weather we've had across the region. Taking a look at our Dotba's event for the 6 o'clock hour here. It's an art show and sale at the Potomac River Artists Guild, Monday, November 9th from 11 to 8, November 10th from 9 to 8, November 12th from 10 a.m. to Question mark. It's at the War Memorial Building in Shepherdstown. Give them a call there at the number on your screen for more information. Paul, Peter, Jennifer, back to you guys.
All right. Now, just to clarify, you are not the person people voted for down in West Virginia today.
Correct. That would be Paul Espinosa Sr.
I wonder if that really affected anything, if everyone's like, oh, that's that kid on TV.
You actually would be surprised. I have gotten some comments about it before. But
Yeah, we're not allowed to run.
we'll
for
stick to
things.
what I know best after this, and that's sports.
Critics call Chicago Fire television's best new drama. I need something strong. This Wednesday, his addiction could cost someone their life. And when you threaten a dirty cop,
Stay the hell away from us.
no one is safe.
You all afraid of this guy?
I really hate to see things get ugly. But first, the night starts with The Voice Live Playoffs.
That's what I'm talking about!
The Voice Live Playoffs, followed by a new Chicago Fire, Wednesday here on NBC.
The issue, the controversy, the results. Who do you want making decisions for your community? Turn to WHAG and your4state.com for complete election coverage for the 4-state area. The issue, the controversy, the results. Who do you want making decisions for your community? Turn to WHAG and your4state.com for complete election coverage for the 4-state area.
And we're back. Let's talk Dish with Mitch and Trish.
Hi, I'm Mitch.
I'm Trish.
And we're talking Dish. Looks like we have Rich on line 6.
Hey, Mitch, I made the switch.
From cable to Dish.
Exactly, Trish.
DJ Real Deal, I bet you we know what changed his mind. $19.99?
It's the offer you can't miss from Dish.
That's right, Trish. An entire programming package, all your premiums, a $75 Visa gift card, all for only $19.99. Offer ends November 19th. 1-888-882-DISH.
You've never seen hoaxes like this. SWAT teams breaking down doors because they think there's a hostage situation inside. But it's all a hoax. Watch the next Inside Edition.
Tuesday at 7:30 on WHAG. Looking for some legal advice? Log on to your4state.com and click .biz. Hit financial and legal and look at the choices. Mediation, elder law. Make contact straight from the webpage. Find what you need with .biz on your4state.com. It's time for WHAG Sports Connection with Paul Espinosa.
I am Paul Espinosa, and I approve this message. Good evening. Thank you for joining us. Well, what a final week of the high school regular season it was, as the annual Hagerstown Gridiron Classic lived up to all the hype, with the North Hubs taking down the South Rebels in dramatic fashion. The Hubs now have their sights set on Seneca Valley in the first round of the 3A playoffs. And while North is sure to have their hands full with the Screaming Eagles on the road, the Hubs say it feels pretty good to still be playing in November.
That's what we just told the kids, reiterate how important it is to be the last man standing, and what a great thing it is to actually be out here, able to come out after week 10 and practice, and it's just a good feeling for the kids.
I mean, it feels good. It really does feel good. I mean, we just won it, like I said before, and I think Seneca, they're not going to be expecting us to be that good, so we're just going to come out, shock them, and we made it this far, so we don't plan on stopping.
To the volleyball courts now. We're working our way through the regional brackets. Let's start in the 3A West. North Hagerstown hosting Urbana. This matchup from Monday evening. The Lady Hubs flexing a little muscle early on. First set, Peyton Wallach with the finish, and then she wasn't the only one. Zoe Schreiber throws it down as well. The Hubs marching on. They take it in straight sets. Williamsport, a 1 seed in the 2A West, taking on Century, and the 1-seeded Wildcats came out scratching. Check out the dig from Haley Wolf, and then Stacy Christie finishes it off with authority. Courtney Mallett getting in on the act as well. Going to rise up and put this one down right down the line. Williamsport, they also get the sweep, 3-0. And in the 1A West, Smithsburg battling Clear Spring. The Leopards, the top seed, but Clear Spring ready for battle. Kylie Stoudemire using the tip over the top of the blockers for the point, and then Stoudemire shows them how it's done on the defensive side of the ball, throwing up the brick wall for the block. But the Leopards showing their teeth. Amanda Snowden with the emphatic spike, and the Leopards take down Clear Spring in straight sets. So Smithsburg awaiting the winner of Boonesboro and Northern Garrett. Back and forth in the early going. Northern Garrett's Caitlin Yammer goes cross court with the slam, but the Warriors were set to defend their home court as Sarah Anderson serves up the ace. And then Maggie Sullivan will take this one up front, puts it away, and Boonesboro goes on to take down Northern Garrett 3-0. One quick soccer note to get to. In the 1A West Regional Final, Brunswick outlasts Allegheny. The Railroaders had to get it done in PKs, winning 5-4. We'll have the highlights of tonight's action on the pitch for you tomorrow. We, of course, will have wall-to-wall election coverage for you tonight at 11. So no sports. We'll see you right back here in about 23 hours and 55 minutes. Peter, Jenny, and Brian will put the finishing touches on the broadcast when we come back.
When you want the latest information about your health, when you have questions about handling your finances, when you need prayer and inspiration to live a more abundant life, and when what's happening in the world impacts your community and your family, turn to the 700 Club for analysis and insight into the events of the day.
Wednesday at 11 a.m. on WHAG.
Critics call Chicago Fire television's best new drama. I need something strong. This Wednesday, his addiction could cost someone their life. And when you threaten a dirty cop,
Stay the hell away from us.
no one is safe.
You're all afraid of this guy?
I'd really hate to see things get ugly. But first, the night starts with The Voice Live Playoffs.
That's what I'm talking about!
The Voice Live Playoffs, followed by a new Chicago Fire, Wednesday here on NBC.
To purchase a DVD copy of this program, log on to your4state.com for instructions or call WHAG at 1-800-842-1837.
Pottery, birdhouses, flower arrangements, handmade jewelry, and ironworks. It's all at the Christmas Craft and Gift Center this weekend, November 10th and 11th. Something for the whole family. Decorator items, crafts for kids, and toys for pets. Show hours are Saturday 9 to 5 and Sunday 10 to 4. Ample parking and admission is only $4. Children under 12 are free. Visit CountryPeddlerCraftShow.com for more information.
It isn't the destination, it's the journey. So enjoy the journey with Toyota. We make it easy. No matter how far your Camry takes you, you'll get there with less fill-ups and no worries about safety. Because 90% of the Camrys sold in the last 15 years are still on the road today, which makes Camry an excellent value. We have great deals to get you on your journey. Visit buyatoyota.com to check out special offers. And remember, every new Toyota comes with Toyota Care. See your Toyota dealer today. Toyota. Enjoy the journey.
This is WHAG News.
We were worried about that nor'easter backing off the chances of snow.
We're backing off. Looks like it's going to stay more out to sea. Not going to rule out a few showers or a few snowflakes, primarily in our eastern zones tomorrow night and Thursday morning. Other than that, bulk of us will stay dry, so we're dodging a bullet off this one. 47 tomorrow, 43 on Thursday, 46 on Friday. The weekend looking absolutely gorgeous. In the mid-50s Saturday and Sunday. Lower 60s Monday and Tuesday. Our next chance of precipitation, save what we get tomorrow, comes on Tuesday with a strong cold front the models are trying to pull in here with another pattern change. So a good weather pattern today for Election Day. Mother Nature not presenting any problems here, at least. Other parts of the country, Florida, which is a swing state, and then out toward Wisconsin and Iowa, both swing states as well. A lot of rain out there, so we'll see how that affected voter turnout. So ironically, one of the kids I went to school with at college did a thesis on this. Really interesting to read that, how Mother Nature affects elections. So. All right.
Especially even with Sandy that we just recently
had. Exactly.
Very curious to see how well that turns out. Well, just a reminder, you can see all the election results from every race in our area on our website, your4state.com. Also, if you have a mobile device, you can just get an application. Your 4State, we have an app, so get that.
There's an app for that.
There's an app for that. Stay tuned to WHAG for your local and major election coverage. We'll have it all for you tonight at 11. On behalf of our entire crew, I'm Jennifer Mullen.
And I'm Peter Bickford. Thanks for joining us. Get out and vote. Polls in Virginia close at 7, West Virginia at 7:30, and Maryland and Pennsylvania both open until 8. We'll be back here at 7:24. NBC Nightly News is next.